And speaking of, I once read a powerful book called Say More About That by Amber Cabral, and its message has stayed with me ever since. In it, she asks that how many times have we witnessed unfairness or injustice, yet chosen comfort over courage? That question is piercing because it forces us to confront the truth of our own silence. The central message of that book is that every time we remain quiet when we should speak, we are not merely missing a moment. We are actively participating in a system designed to keep things exactly as they are. Silence is not neutral, it is agreement with the status quo. In my situation, corruption is not theoretical, it is real, live, and present. And the hard truth is that many don't want this reality to change because they are benefiting from it. Even when they know the truth, they cling to false narratives, painting me as the villain because that story serves their selfish interest. I even captured a screenshot of a comment left on one of Astria 5D's readings that read, Karma Police, we are all on a payroll. As subtle as it may seem, that comment reveals what I already see clearly. That it's a system in which many are entangled, working consciously or unconsciously to keep it alive, no matter how destructive it is. But let's be absolutely clear. This is not just any system. It is one that sacrifices innocent lives to protect and sustain evil. And if we allow things to remain as they are, knowing how corrupt they are, then we are not bystanders. We are accomplices. Amber Cabral puts it plainly that our silence gives bad behavior the oxygen it needs to persist. And by staying quiet, we don't protect anyone. We embolden the wrongdoers. Silence is not neutrality, it is complicity. And complicity always carries consequences. Those consequences ripple outward, far beyond the moment of silence, shaping outcomes for years, even generations to come. That is why speaking up matters so profoundly. It is not only about courage in the present, it is about justice, truth, and protecting what lies ahead. The consequences of silence in the face of injustice. 1. Empowerment of wrongdoers. Silence signals to perpetrators that they can continue without resistance. Their power grows, their tactics escalate, and they become bolder. Over time, what was once hidden becomes normalized and eventually institutionalized. 2. Erosion of truth. When no one speaks up, lies become the accepted truth. False narratives take root, shaping the cultural memory while reality is buried. And once embedded, these distortions can take decades to undo. 3. The legacy of complicity. History remembers not only those who committed injustice, but also those who stood by. Future generations inherit the consequences of today's silence and will ask why no one spoke up when it mattered. 4. The cycle of harm. Unchallenged injustice perpetuates itself. Today's victims carry trauma forward, while systems built on oppression continue to harm the next generation. Silence ensures the suffering repeats. 5. Loss of integrity and trust. When comfort is chosen over truth, integrity erodes. Communities learn that safety is valued over justice, and this creates cultures of fear and distrust where people no longer rely on one another to do what is right. 6. Spiritual and collective consequences. On a deeper level, silence is an energetic agreement with evil. It feeds the very system of darkness that thrives on complicity. It not only shapes the world, but leaves a mark on the soul of those who stayed silent. 7. Ripple effects beyond imagination. Each act of silence sets off ripples. It influences who feel safe to speak in the future, whether justice is delayed or denied, and whether the oppressed remain oppressed. A single unspoken word can reverberate for decades, shaping institutions and destinies. In short, silence doesn't just preserve injustice, it multiplies it. The future shaped by silence is one where corruption thrives, truth is distorted, harm is inherited, and humanity drifts further from justice. Speaking up, then, is more than an act of courage. It is an act of protection for the future.